Hello. Today we will learn about the biggest enemies of human life, depression and loneliness. In today's modern age, a person has everything they once dreamed of. Fast-moving vehicles, mobile phones, the internet, and with the help of other technologies, humans today are living a new and modern life unlike ever before. But even in this new and modern era, a person still finds themselves alone and lonely. Depression and loneliness are among the common and major problems of human life. No matter how rich or powerful someone may be, even that person cannot escape depression and loneliness. With the advancement of modern medical science and human psychology, it has been found that depression and loneliness are among the biggest diseases of humanity. So where do all these things begin in a person's life? And how does one become lonely and depressed? If we look at a person's childhood, they are very cheerful and enthusiastic about life, and nothing around them troubles them, nor do any thoughts or ideas. At that time, no thought can dominate them, and they live freely and joyfully. But as a child gradually grows up, they begin to understand the reality of this world. They realize that even the best of friends can become strangers and betrayers when the time comes, because this world lives for its own self-interest. Here, there is no one truly your own who can listen to your deepest sorrows and remove them from your life. If you are educated and have studied literature and philosophy well, like Nietzsche, Kafka, and Camus, then you must have heard terms like absurdity and nihilism, which suggest that life is meaningless and has no absolute purpose. Even the greatest thinkers have failed to determine the true meaning of life. There comes a time in our lives when we begin to feel that life has no special meaning, nor do people. People start to feel like strangers. Human relationships, in which a person places the most trust and becomes mentally and psychologically dependent for living life, begin to show hidden cracks. Love, hate, jealousy, and crookedness are filled within people, and whatever people do, they do only for themselves and their own interests. When one deeply realizes such an environment of the world, the innocence of childhood receives a deep shock, and it becomes difficult to mingle with others as easily as in childhood. The world starts to feel very unfamiliar and distant, and you become lonely. And this loneliness eventually becomes the main cause of our depression. There is a deep connection between loneliness and depression. Both of these severely affect and damage our mind and mental state, and we become hopeless and despairing. We see no ray of hope, and we find ourselves in a swamp where we keep sinking deeper day by day. And we are unable to come out of this condition and start blaming our fate or destiny. Perhaps it is some planetary fault or a dirty conspiracy of the universe to put us in this condition. We begin to connect this state to our past life and all the bad deeds of our life. Our faith in God's mercy and compassion begins to decline. If faith in God itself does not remain, then in this unknown and cruel world, who is left to rely on? And apart from loneliness and depression, what other option remains? So what is the cure for this dangerous disease, and is there really any cure? Coming out of depression is difficult, but not impossible. Many people have gone through these things, and many have come out of them as well. But the cure is not any kind of superstition or magic, and medication can only help to a certain extent. The greatest cure is to know oneself and understand human potential. A human being can accomplish any great task in this world, and in the same way survives in this harsh world and creates their own identity. If a person wishes, their work can remain for centuries and be remembered. Greatness exists within every human being, but those works must be realized, and living such a life requires strength and courage. Even if the world is against us, if we want to create our own path, we can do it, and no one can stop us. We fear this world and live according to its conditions, so that no one judges or says anything wrong about us. This very fear prevents us from living shoulder to shoulder with the world. By throwing out all the fears within, a person becomes fearless, and their inner strength and resilience awaken. And once a person knows themselves and makes accomplishing a great task their life's purpose, They become courageous and succeed in overcoming loneliness and fear. Only if our mind is strong can our mental health truly be good. A healthy mind is the identity of a meaningful life, and every human is capable of achieving this. One just needs to recognize the strength within.